It's 4:39 on your hometown station, KHTS. Just some straight facts for you real fast. 1 in 10 children in the United States of America diagnosed with ADHD. 2.4 million children in our country alone suffer from a learning disorder of some kind. And whether it's a formal medical diagnosis or just some observed behavior, Brain Balance is here. It's a nationwide program, and they're here to help out your children. Joining me in studio, it's Mark Matthews, Center Director here in Valencia. Have you guys opened up yet?
Oh, absolutely. We opened up in December of 2015.
Oh, really? You guys
so
have
we've already been helping the children of the Santa Clarita Valley for the last 2 years.
Awesome. How many children are enrolled in the program?
At any given time,
Well, just in here, over here.
yeah, right now we have about 40 children enrolled. We've helped over 200 children in the Santa Clarita Valley and the greater surrounding area.
Of course. And of course, tens of thousands of children around the United States. You guys have over 100 centers located throughout the entire country. So what I like about your program, I was doing a little bit of research, is it's not just one simplified catch-all program. You guys actually take the time to develop a unique plan for each child. Take me through the process of assessing a child and creating that plan.
Oh, sure, Aaron. What we're looking at is parents will come because they've looked at other solutions and haven't found the answers that they're looking for. If their child is struggling either behaviorally, socially, or academically, if they're having sensory problems as well, what we do is we do a very comprehensive assessment. We're looking for neurological bases for these problems. We're not looking at the symptom per se. What we're looking at is what's the underlying cause for the symptom. If it's a neurologically based problem, typically we're going to be able to help that child overcome some of these problems which are impeding them from being able to excel and to become the person that they're trying to be.
Right. Now, I can't think of a child that does not struggle with kind of a lack of focus in school. What kind of activities would you guys prescribe to somebody like me, who kind of, I'm not diagnosed with ADHD or any kind of formal malady, but I have a trouble focusing at school?
Well, what we're going to look at, first off, is there an underlying reason for that there? Mm-hmm. And there could be several reasons why. It could go all the way back to what we call a primitive reflex that may or may not have been inhibited in a proper sequence there. If that's the case, we may have an imbalance between the right and left hemisphere. They're not interfacing correctly, so it's causing a little bit of problem there, and it's causing a reaction on a neurological level that's not being controlled by our executive function, our cognitive brain.
Right. Now, one of the components that I think is so critical to this entire brain balance operation is, and people might gloss over this, but it's a focus as well on nutrition and physical exercise and physical well-being. Is that right?
Absolutely. What we're doing is a whole child approach. It's a holistic approach. We're looking, and we're doing it from the bottom up as opposed to a top-down looking for solutions. We're combining sensory motor exercises and stimulation. We're combining cognitive exercises and stimulation along with a clean eating diet to give proper fuel to the brain. If there's a problem in there and we can help restart and get this at the right level there, we can overcome it, but diet is an important part of that as well too. You can't put bad fuel into a car and expect it to run at optimal performance.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you want some more information about Mark and his team at Brain Balance, you can go to the website, brainbalancecenters.com. Give them a call as well, 260-2228. That's 661-260-2228. You guys are also going to be at the KHTS Home and Garden Show later on this month. It's coming up April 28th and 29th, Saturday and Sunday. It's a free event all day long, beginning at 10 in the morning at Central Park. Free admission. Go check it out. Mark, is there anything else we have to know?
You need to know that the sensory problems that we're seeing with kids these days is becoming a full-on epidemic. Right. This is one of these things that 25 years ago we weren't seeing much of anything, and now we're seeing so much. What the causes are still being investigated, but what we do know, the results are kids are struggling a lot more at this time there. Your child may be suffering from extra anxiety because of all of these issues that are involved at this point there. We're here to help. We can help provide answers. Come on by our center. Come take a free tour. We're going to be at the Home and Garden Show. go ahead and come by our booth. Anyone who books an assessment for the child will receive that assessment half off at the Home and Garden Show.
Oh, really? Wow, nice. Now, you guys are located on Valencia Boulevard in the Barnes & Noble Shopping Center. Good choice, by the way, Barnes & Noble.
Right next to it. We've partnered up with lots of events. We have a chess club every fourth Thursday. Everyone's welcome.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Do you play chess yourself?
I do.
Oh, really? What level?
Oh, well, I'm with my kids there.
Okay, awesome. Now, what is your background? Do you have a background in education, working with?
My background is, actually mine's a unique background at this point there. I started on my career, I have 29 years of service with the LA County. First as a judicial assistant and then as a deputy district attorney. The reason I got involved with Brain Balance was as I was doing prosecutions for the last 11 years, up till last year when I retired, up in Antelope Valley, especially when I was doing juvenile prosecutions, I could see the trends in every report I was reading. These kids that were coming through the system, many of them were on the spectrum, whether diagnosed or not, they were having these problems. Left unattended, left unaddressed, it typically led to delinquency, self-medication, and ultimately being involved in the system there. I'm not saying every child that way, obviously, but the vast majority of the kids that were coming through had these issues there. I needed to find a way to get out in front of this instead of being on the back end of it there. And when I found out about Brain Balance 4 years ago and got involved and saw what it had done to a friend's child and how incredible his changes were, I knew this was what I had to be doing.
Excellent. Mark, thank you for your service, and thank you for Brain Balance. Again, brainbalancecenters.com if you want some more information. Do you think a lot of it has to do with the cell phone and just the attention that we're all paying attention, with our cell phone, with the iPads, with the computers?
Absolutely. What we're looking at here is sensory overload at a level that we've never seen in the past. Screen time certainly takes a big portion of that as well too, but we're looking at environmental factors as well too. We're also looking at epigenetics. Right. What is happening on a biological level as well too to cause such a dramatic increase of sensory problems with children at a rate that we've never ever seen before.
Well, Mark, you guys are doing a great job. BrainBalanceCenters.com. You guys will have a booth at the upcoming KHTS Home and Garden Show, which is coming up later this month. I believe we're just 16 days away, April 28th, 29th, Central Park, beginning at 10 a.m. Go out there. Admission is free.
Come by our center. We're at 23630 Valencia Boulevard, Suite A, right next to Barnes & Noble. Call our center, 661-254-4243.
Appreciate it, Mark. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you at the KHTS Home and Garden Show.
Thank you, Aaron.
All righty. Time is 4:47. Quick break. Traffic on the 8s coming up.